So I want to be the biggest supplement company in the world. That's the goal. You know, it sounds kind of crazy to say, but that's the goal, to be the biggest supplement company in the world. And I think that I'm going to get there. So the way that we build each one of the brands differently is that's why it's so important to stay conscious of the branding and the messaging and the look and everything, because each brand does have a different message. Each brand does have a different image that it portrays, and the look, feel, they're all different. So it'd be very easy to get confused and for it to look the same, feel the same. So that's why it's so important to keep each image totally separate. So the looks, the ideas, everything is different, and we try to even separate the teams. That is the ultimate goal for me as I continue to scale these brands up and potentially even build more brands, is that I find that it's pretty key to have teams for each brand. And as it becomes appropriate and the brands get large enough, we got a digital marketer, a graphic person, a website person, a sales team for each individual. I think that one of the things that I've learned over time that has become a big thing is you want to have consistency in your branding, consistency in your messaging. It's a very big deal, very important. And I think that most people in our industry don't even understand what it means to brand something, what branding a company means. And one of the big things is consistency. Consistency, not just in the looks, but in the messaging and what you're putting out there. And not just me, but the whole team stays very conscious of doing that. Even like a font or a color, we use the same colors and the same fonts and the same design elements over and over and over again. So when I look at an athlete, I don't look in terms of, does this athlete have great following and engagement? That's all fantastic. But the number one thing is, does the person fit with the brand? I think that people get, in this day and age, I think people get confused with their value to a company. I'm definitely much more cognizant of who we're bringing on and what they're going to be, and then also you got to factor in that if you have a huge following, you may think that you're worth much more in general, when you may not be. So I find that it's not necessarily like brains versus beauty or whatever. I just find like the type of people that I'm looking for now are happy to be part of the team. They're excited about what we're doing, and they're like true believers, basically. So I'm not looking for people who just want to get a paycheck. I want somebody who believes in what we're doing, already likes the products, and wants to be part of it. Not just somebody who wants to make money. That most people fail. I think that you have to find what differentiates yourself from everybody else. So you have to ask yourself, and this doesn't just go for supplement business, it goes from business in general. You have to ask yourself what makes you different, and why would anybody buy your stuff? Like, why are you gonna buy Joe Blow supplements? Like, why? You got all these other choices. Why you? And I think that not enough people are honest with themselves and say, like, why would anybody buy my protein when they can buy Optimum? So I think that it's important to figure out a way to differentiate yourself from the crowd. And how do you do that? It's up to the person. You know, you have to think about that and soul search and figure out and plan in business what's going to make you different and how are you going to do it. And that's not easy. Try to make the products look different. So when you look at this and you see it on the shelf, it looks different than other products. That's important to look different and be eye-catching. Those are small things, but then you have to think, like, for us, with this, I thought there's no brands that are kind of twisted toward the military. Naming a product, naming the brand, it's all very important. When you're thinking of a name for your brand or your product, you want it to be short, easy to remember, easy to spell, have the URL available, have the trademark available, and then hopefully, this is the real tough thing, is that it means something. So the name Redcon 1, you Google it, and Redcon 1 means the highest state of readiness. So how you start the business is very important, and especially in a crowded marketplace like this. And just think, why would anybody buy mine? Like, are you going to compete on price? Maybe you could. Are you going to compete on something unique, a cool factor, something different? Hopefully you'll have that. Will the name work? Will the brand look cool and pop? All those things kind of have to work for you to make it in supplements because it's so crowded.